it's time to finish up this vanity. The ideal scenario would have been to have left this out on the workbench and finished it completely and then brought it in here and set it in place. But we had Christmas coming, we had people coming. I needed to get this get the sink in, so the plumbers could come and finish up all their plumbing on the sink, the shower, the toilet, and get all that done before family came over for Christmas. That's why this is set in place and not done. But it doesn't really matter. So what I'm going to do is each end will be drawers. There's going to be a narrower drawer at the top, and then I'll probably split the remaining distance with whatever depth of drawers those come out, and I'll do that on each end. So whatever depth of drawers, so what I'm going to do is put a narrow drawer at the top, and then whatever this distance is, I'll split that half and half with the two remaining drawers. But what I'm going to do is build boxes out in the shop that will slide in here, and so I'll have the drawer slides and everything already in the box, the drawers already made, everything done out there, and then I'll bring it in here and set that box in place. So first thing I need to do, I'm going to build this one down here first. So what I need to do is measure this distance, and it is 28 and 3/8. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make the outside dimension 28 1/4. You know, you don't want to build your box like in the 16ths or something. So 28 1/4, and then the width of the plywood's 1/2 inch. So that's going to take 1 inch off, and then the drawer slides are 1/2 inch. That's going to take another inch off, and then the drawers are 1/2 inch. That's another inch off. So, you know, roughly this distance here is going to be cut to where those drawers will be about 25 inches. So I'm writing this down here. 28 1/4. And then the depth, I want plenty of room. I don't want to, so 20 1/2. And that's outside. And this is outside. And then the height is going to be 24 1/2. So that's all I need to go out in the shop and build the box that's going to slide in there. And so let's go out and do that next. So I'm back in the shop on this cold winter day in Kansas to build the boxes for the drawers for that bathroom vanity. So they're going to be 28 1/4, 24 1/2 high, 20.5 deep. Now that 20.5 deep, that doesn't matter. I'm going to be putting in, the drawer slides are going to be 18 inches. The 28.25, that could be 28. The main thing is I want to utilize this wood. This stuff is about $50 a sheet. And so I want to utilize this sheet as much as possible. I figure in the boxes, the drawers, without the drawer slides, but to build the drawers and those boxes, roughly $100 bucks. But it's a good way to get things absolutely square, absolutely perfect. So I've marked out the pieces I need for the cabinet, and I cut them all oversized. They're all cut about a ½ inch over. And the reason is this device right here. I know you see it on YouTube and how accurate it is. I don't find it. It's pretty accurate, but not accurate enough for me. At least I've played with it quite a bit. But I do use it to do the initial cuts. And so I'm cutting everything oversized, and then I'm going to put them through the table saw where everything, once I get it set, will be exactly the same. So that's what I use that for, is I use it to kind of get my rough cuts. And maybe some of you out there love it. I'm not a fan of using it for my exact precision cuts. But you'll notice I've got this headlamp on again. And in my shop, you know, depending on which side you're on, you can have a shadow. So I wear this, you know, to eliminate a shadow. So I'm going to finish cutting out these pieces, and then I'll go to the table saw where I will do my exact precision cuts. putting tape on here, and I'm writing, like I put the back, and on those I put top and bottom. It's so easy to get, you know, turned around when you're dealing with this many pieces, at least for me. So to keep it simple, I mark everything, tag everything, and that kind of helps eliminate mistakes. So now I'm gonna cut some that are 24 and a half. So that's going to take 1-inch screws. So here's where it would come in handy to have 3 hands. So this is, there's the bottom, and here's your sides. Alright. It's gonna be close. So this is why you want to have everything square. If you cut something and you think, well, that's pretty close, that'll work. This is when that pretty close is going to come back and haunt you. Because in order for this to work the way I'm doing it, everything has to be square. Alright, so get this put together tight. So this, in order for this to work the way I'm doing this, everything has to be square. If you're cutting a piece and you think, well, man, that's awful close, I think I'll run with it, this is when the awful close is going to catch up to you. So always best to keep everything square. This is going to make a really nice, you know, these drawers are going to be narrow. The depth will be there, but they're going to be narrow drawers. But the other end of the vanity are going to be long drawers. So there's all kinds of stuff you can do with narrow drawers. I'm not going to waste the space. So that's what you do. You just keep manipulating this thing and putting your clamps on. You can tap it. You want all your edges to be smooth. And so what I'm going to do now is screw in the back. Alright, so these are 1-inch pocket hole screws. So today we're going to work on these boxes that I made for the bathroom vanity. Now these will work. Now this idea will work in any application, whether it be, like in this case, new construction, or let's say you're redoing your old kitchen cabinets. And if they're really old, they may or they may not be square. So the way to remedy that is, rather than try to fight an unsquare inside and get your drawers to fit in drawer slides, build boxes. Now you're going to lose an inch. This is 1/2 inch material, so right off the top you're going to lose an inch on the width of your drawers. And then your drawer slides are 1/2 inch. There's another inch. So you're going to lose 2 inches right there on whatever your inside dimension is of your cabinet. And then the drawer boxes are 1/2 inch. So there's another inch. So when you measure the inside of your cabinet space you're working with, subtract 3 inches. And that's going to be your finished size for the inside of your drawers. And you know, that may or may not come into play, but if you're working with a narrow space, you know, and your drawers are going to only be 6 inches wide, that's an issue. You may have to go another route, but just keep that in mind. Whatever the inside dimension is on what you're replacing, to use this method, you're going to subtract 3 inches, and that will be the inside dimension of your drawer. So the trim board will go on here, and it's 3/4. And so it's going to come down over the edge of that lip, cover that. It's going to come up 2 inches from the bottom. There'll be 2-inch trim board on the bottom. And so what I'll do then is take these boxes, and whatever dimensions this comes out to be, it'll be the same on the other end. And then all I have to do is take these boxes out and figure out where and how deep I want these drawers. This top one I think is going to be 4 inches inside, and then whatever the remainder is, I'll just split it. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll put, irregardless, there's going to be 3 drawers in here. So that'll work.